Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Explore and Inspire. This is Ada. Hope you have seen my intro video. I'm an educator, I'm a Montessori teacher, Montessori guide from last 10 years, and I'm here today with you to share what are the major procedures that we are taking at our school to reopen after the COVID-19. I'm going to list out the procedures and the protocols we have following through, and I have already completed my 1 week of working with children, and it has been a successful week. And I was little nervous initially to work with going back to school and mingling with children and getting exposed, but it is working really well. I'm here today to share some of the tips and ideas for the teachers, educators who are going back to school, and also giving an exclusive vision for the families who are wondering how the classroom is going to look after this COVID-19. So stay tuned. Initially, when we decided to reopen our school, we decided that we will have less numbers than usual. So the classroom number ratio is 1:10. Also, our classroom square feet is pretty large, so we could have 10 children with enough social distancing rule. So 3-year-olds to 6-year-olds, and we made sure all the siblings stay in one classroom, so that way we are not spreading the germs between classes. So we have 2 classrooms open for summer school. So each classroom have 10 children, and we have 2 teachers in each classroom, so we are not mixing up with those students. And I'm going to explain one area at a time, so you can have an idea what sort of precaution or preventive measurement we have taken at our school. So the first area, greeting and saying goodbyes. In this first area is very crucial because that is when the parents are arriving and to drop off their children. So I make sure, like, I have mask on and my gloves are on, and I have a clipboard for the sign in. So parents are not signing in, I am signing in, and I check their temperature. I have school has provided the touch-free thermometer, so I check their temperature, I note that down. After that, they go wash their hands, and that is the arrival part. Goodbye time, again, I will be wearing mask because that's the time the parents will come. Children wash hands before they go to their parents, so they are not taking germs from school to their parents, because they tend to hug as soon as they see the parents. So you can take a look at the pictures. Area 2, gathering and social time. They all sit around the circle, so I put a tape on the circle with enough space so they know their spot. So I label their names, so they are sitting at their spot. They sit keeping distance, and that is when I do my calendar and welcome song and do my lesson. First day of Montessori class, I introduce them the names, who I am, and the schedule, and just walk around with children and gave them the tour in the classroom, about the classroom, and talked about the importance of social distancing. And first day was just an intro, and the second day was the hand washing lesson. I walked with them to the sink and showed them the washing hand for 20 seconds, and they can sing the alphabet songs or a birthday song, or also we adapted first 3 days the timer. So during this hand washing time, I turn on the timer because I don't want all of them to touch the timer, so I was taking care of time. And the second day, I showed them the paint, squirting the paint on it. I showed that experiment with them, and also then again I showed with the brown paint and the blue gloves, and they were really able to see and differentiate how fast they are washing hands, and that is not effective. Fourth day, again hand washing. That is in a Montessori large water work. If you're a Montessori teacher, you might be knowing what is the large water hand washing work. In a bowl, we get water and put hands in there and get a squirt of soap and wash, again wash, and that is one of the lessons. So pretty much the first week I did hand washing and social distancing. I will attach the pictures so you can see the activities that I have done.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Soap all over. I put soap all over my hands. Now I am ready to wash.
Next is children's favorite time is playtime. So that is a social time. So we need to be very careful during that time. The children are getting too close together. We already gave them the instructions saying that we are keeping social distance. We are not playing touch tags, and we are not touching others' body, keeping our hands to ourselves, and we carry our own toys, and as well as the gym toys, the balls and cones. So that is easier for me. At the end of the day, I can bleach, sanitize, and also when they stand in line, I teach them to take one arm space. One arm's playground is a big space, so I spread the The fourth area is snack and lunch time. In the classroom, all children have their own space at the table. We use more table space than the rug space. So at the table space, there is a red line in the middle to separate the children. So typically, 4 of them can sit in that table, but with the situation, I separated horizontally, so 2 are sitting at one table at each corner. So parents are bringing snacks, so that much less exposure with the food and utensils, and so again before and after eating they wash their hands, because washing hands is 3 steps. Washing hands for 20 minutes, sanitize, and if they want they can use the lotion. So, and I will operate this sanitize and lotion. area is work time, the learning time. When they work, again, as I said, they have their own assigned spot. They usually use that spot, and I encourage them to use more of table spot, because that is easier to clean than the rug space. And for the rug, if the children wanted to do the rug space, like a pink tower, like big puzzles or 100-board, they have their own rugs with their name on. So it is washable rugs. So end of the week, I'll take that rugs and the other laundry home to wash. And during work time, the children are allowed to do single work, keeping more focus on individual work. So I have been lesson planning their work. So as soon as they come from their playtime, they eat their food, and after table wash and hand wash procedure, there is work ready for them, some letter number practicing, and after doing that, they can go pick out their favorite work. So when they finish one work to another work, I encourage them to wash their hands, so they are not taking their germs to another work. Area is restrooms. So in my Montessori classroom, I have a restroom. So I use that restroom for emergency. Also in our building, we have the bathroom, the stores, which has about 4 to 5 bathrooms in there. So I take the children there and have them use the restroom before going to the playground or after lunch, and they wash their hands there, and I make sure I give them sanitizer. Wherever I go, I'll take sanitizer from whenever we go one place to another, like if they go to gym to the playground, transition time, so I give them sanitizer. Or restroom to the classroom, again transition, I gave them sanitizer to use. They wash their hands, but still I gave them the sanitizer. The last one is cleaning up. Yes, that is very intense. So during cleaning, I put my gloves on, mask, and I go around from one corner all around the classroom with my bleach bottle, and I spray on the materials and the high touch. I spray on the materials and the high touch areas like doorknobs and chairs and tables. And I won't use towel, I use napkin, so that way we are not taking germs to home. So we are back at school, and first and the foremost, setting up the classroom. So you're back at school with all this COVID situation, and you must be worrying on what to do and how to handle children and crowd. And those ideas and tips you can try out in your classroom. It is doable, and we can prevent germs and germs, and also follow the rules of social distancing and protect people from getting. And again, we can only try our best. So setting up the classroom, so I went into the classroom and spent more than 8 hours to go around and set up everything for the children. First thing for the setting up, first what I set up was their belongings. So we sent the parents email saying that they need to be bringing their own pencil bag, extra clothes for outdoor and indoor, and their water bottles to keep at school, so teachers can wash and fill every morning, so it's not going home and coming back, and their lunch bags and backpacks. So everything is, we are not sharing pencils, everything they are bringing their own pencil bags and stuff, so there is no sharing. So I got an individual basket and I put in there their basic needed items like eraser, pencils, scissors, so they are not sharing all these items, so everybody have their own baskets and their basic art supplies. So that one I set up with their name on with, and I placed it on the shelf with the enough distance. So, and outside cubby, alternative space for each children to place their jackets and shoes. Also in the classroom, the tables which are allowed to eat 4, I made 2. The children are sitting at the both corners. So I put a tape in the middle. I put, this is their space limit, this is their boundary, and this is their space, and the chairs. Although we teach children to share, but at this situation we also teach them this is very important to not to share and keeping distance. And for water bottles, I made a grid like a boxes and with the name on, so they put their water bottles there, so whenever they needed it, they come and get their water bottle and drink them. At the end of the day, I load them in the dishwasher and wash them, so it is ready for next day. I fill them water, so it's handling by me, so if they are not taking it home and bringing it back. Teachers, we know we do our best to keep our children safe, and these are some ideas I'm sharing with you that have been worked in my classroom, and it's going well so far. So I thought to take a video of this, so it will be helpful for you. I will also add a picture of the classroom schedule, and you can try some of this at your classroom. And also for the parents, I want to say that we are trying our best to keep your child safe and protected. In our school, for the children, we did not use mask. We didn't see that as effective as we thought. So teachers are using mask whenever they meet parents during pickup and drop off time, and that worked. Have been doing really good at listening since they've been staying home and look the news and listening to the parents talking about the COVID situation. So they are very familiar and cooperative. So the children are so adaptable, and they know it is very important not to share a lot. I know all together working hard we can make through the situation. And thank you so much for watching my video. Hope this is helpful. See you again with us. Please subscribe my channel. See you again with other episode. Bye bye. Thank you all.